Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Gracious good morning to you, good people. It's your girl KB. You know what I do, and you know why I do it. It is Friday morning. It's October 24th. Yay! That's the Bay Area. Yee. It's my sister's birthday. I'm not going to tell you how old she is. Although she finally told my younger great nephews how old she was. I think that news broke last year because I was going to tell it. She would never tell them. It's 2:50 in the a.m. I'm going to just dive into something I heard yesterday and something that I'm thinking about this morning. Yesterday, I was sneak scrolling, and by that I mean I was on the internet on my phone, and at the same time I was typing some notation for my job, and there was a sister discussing her troubles with the dating pool. Sister's part of the alphabet community. I don't know why that would make a difference. Dating is dating. But she was definitely focused on this community. And she said there was fecal matter and urine in the dating pool. And I thought about that for a minute. And I want to agree with her, but I also want to say, now this is me intellectualizing things. I want to say there are a lot of hurt and wounded people who have declared themselves healed in the dating pool. And that's what makes it so dangerous. And in declaring themselves healed, I think, and I'm thinking of my sprained ankle. You know, this thing hurts really bad. Now, as a kid, I was able to bounce back and do whatever. But now, in this advanced stage in life, this thing is very painful. Being told it's going to be 12 to 16 weeks, if not longer, for it to properly heal. That's how bad it was sprained. I'm not at all convinced that there's nothing fractured, but the swelling is so bad that it's going to take a minute for anybody besides me to be able to touch it. You know, it hurts. It's like having a toothache in your foot. Now, I'm trying different shoes. You know, I'm trying various wraps and contraptions just to keep it somewhat mobile, but I won't say inflexible, so there's not too much give, because I know I definitely tore some ligaments. Okay, so there's some damage going on, bottom line, or some damage done. And I'm just trying my best to work with it. Yeah. Haven't declared myself healed because the pain is very real. And I think more of us need to do that before we inflict that level of pain on someone else. Now, if somebody says, oh, I'm in the healing business, or I'm a nurse, thereby announcing that they're willing to, nurse you back to health, then by all means. But in the meantime and in between time, keep that to yourself, you know. And the problem with the dating pool, if you will, is most people have started on something else. while they're doing the damage to what they're already in. Let's keep this 100. You know, I told somebody, I think it was, I want to say 3 years ago, maybe longer, because there were several instances that kind of red flagged for me. But the bottom line is I ended up saying, you broke my heart. And their response, I had two responses. The first response was, that gaslighting where they try to blame you for the things that they've done. I got that. And then the second response was their version of an apology. I'm sorry if you think I hurt your feelings. Because, you've heard me share. My first thought after the smoke cleared was, I'm going to expose you. And their comeback was, oh, you're going to hurt me because I hurt you. So you already acknowledged that you did the damage. And then somehow, in that shift, in that focus, in that conversation, then they became the person that was wounded. Never mind that there were two other instances or two other situations that you had already started, two different people, while you were gaslighting me. But I'm supposed to instantaneously get over that. Then, to add insult to injury, this person did all this while my mom was transitioning from this life to the next. So I've got this real life hurt that the person that I am most connected to in this world is leaving this world. And you're over here tap dancing and shucking and jiving, putting on a full-on show. Yeah, and I'm just supposed to take that pain on top of the other pain. Okay, that level of disrespect, that level of playing in my face. Now, I also shared, let me put this out there. This person was experiencing some hardships themselves. I was available. But you had enough time to do these underhanded moves. Then this individual told me a little time later that they had recouped the thing that they lost. Baby, I can't get my mother back. So, bottom line for me about what's in the dating pool, a lot of unhealed people. What's in the dating pool in the alphabet community is a lot of confusion about gender normative behaviors. I hate that phrase because that assumes that other things are abnormal. There's that presumption in that statement. But people applying gender roles in basically virgin ground. You create the dynamic because this has never been done before, but we're still trying to take Here's some scripture for you. Some old wineskins and pour in new wine. Okay. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look that scripture up. And the reason that you don't pour new wine into old wineskins is because the old wineskins, one have already stretched out and new wine expands. And the other thing is the old wineskins already have the flavor or the essence of old wine. So you're pouring some new stuff in and you're tainting that flavor. Okay, so think about that. And notice I said I can't remember the timeline exactly. I'm going to say definitely 3+ years. Have not even considered entering back into a dating situation. I think I'm okay flying solo and just talking.